www.GovFastTrack.com, GovFastTrack.com. You go ahead and hit enter. That's going to take you to the software site. Once you're on the software site, then what you want to do is you want to click on the login button right here. And as you click on the login button, it's going to go in and ask you to log in, put in your email, and it's going to ask you for your password, and then you can put in your password. Once you have your password, it's going to load up, and then there you go, you're right into the site. Hey everyone, this is Abraham, creator of the GovFastTrack Software program. In this quick video here, I want to talk about the dashboard of the software itself. So once you log in, this is what's inside, and obviously from the very left side over here is the different icons to carry out different activities. You can highlight different cells, you can save it, you can print out different parts of it, you can check out the Gantt view, you can look at the calendar view, or you can stay in the grid view. And then you can indent and do, if you make a mistake, you can undo it. So for example, if I accidentally deleted this here, I can just hit undo, and so undo is your friend. And so if I want to indent this here, I can hit I can do this here and indent this here as make a sub menu here. So this gives you a lot of different things to do. If I want to highlight this here, I can just go and highlight, make that red, or if I want to make the text white, I can do it like that. Again, undo to kind of take back to where I started from. So this is a quick view of the dashboard from here in terms of the icon menus here. And then the first column is you start off here with the 5 P's in this here. You expand this here, you opens up the 4 P's. Obviously the last P is profit, but let me kind of open this up here so you can kind of see. So this first column is the row, and then you have all the columns going left to right on top here. So you can see that if you look here, row number 15 here automatically jumps to row number 141. Well, that's because there's a lot of things that's hidden down here and that needs to be opened up, and so that's why you see a jump in numbers. The next column is the paperclip, and so if anytime you see a paperclip attached to a row, that means that there is some notes in here. That's either PowerPoint, a PDF, or a Word doc, or some kind of image or document that's attached to that specific row item there or task there. And for example, row number 8, there's a presentation, so you can just click on that and open up the presentation. And the presentation is a PowerPoint presentation that talks about beginning with the end in mind, and you kind of go here and look at the presentation itself. Then moving on to the next column is your discussion bubble. So there's different discussions or additional notes that I put in here so that you as a person utilizing the platform can get a better understanding. And if you just click here, you can kind of see additional notes tied to that row there. And the next one is the I, which is the reminder. So you can click on the bell and create a reminder to yourself and just say a week from now I want this system Smartsheet with GovFastTrack software to send me an email about this task here. So that's where you create that. This next column is the RYG, which is the red, yellow, green column. You just click here and see what's available. The red, yellow, green, I use it for quick color coding purposes. So for me, green means go, do this task here. Red means stop, don't do this task here. Yellow means something is, caution, something's going on with this row here. And I use it for like the traffic lights. Green means go, do it. Red means stop, don't do it. Yellow means something's going on, caution, pay attention, something's going on. And then the next column is priority. Under the priority, you can choose white, which is standard priority. You can choose the exclamation point, which is high, or you can choose the low, the arrow down, which is low priority for that specific task, and you can assign that based on what your needs are. And then the next column is percentage of completion, and this column, if you type in something, you notice that it doesn't work, and the reason for that is until you assign a specific time or date to it. You notice if I put a date here, then it calculates it upwards in terms of all the work, that percentage of work that's been done. So percentage only works if there's a calendar date, assignment date attached to it. This next column is the tasks. These are the tasks itself. The way you manipulate this here is you click on the plus or minus sign, and it opens up into more details, and you can kind of go deeper. Let's assume that you want to add a task. You just want to put your mouse here and you hit insert above, or you can insert below, and you can actually drag these here like that. Drag it around by just moving your mouse over here and hovering it over this bar here, and then dragging it and moving it around like that. I'm going to undo these here. So the task column, it takes you all the way through from the first P all the way to the last P. And then again, the dates are important because you can assign yourself a start date or end date. And let's assume that I assign myself a start date, and it says, based on this here, I've got 11 business days to complete the task. And then let me show you a little trick. Let's assume that I want to assign all this here on the same day. So instead of opening every one and doing every date, I just highlight these two dates here, and I put my mouse here in this little corner here. I'm gonna see the plus, I'm gonna drag it. So it's kind of like Excel a little bit in that regard, so you can kind of copy cells quickly. You can do that for over here too. Let's assume that I want to make all this here green in terms of all these tasks. This is what I need to go and finish out. So I can highlight all that, turn all of that green just by dragging and copying it in that way. And undo that. And then the assign to, you can choose that this task is assigned to a member of your team. If you're the only one, then white means that it's all assigned to you. And then the last column here is the comments. Comments are additional notes, and comments has a lot of different links that I put here. And so if you want to study about you want to get a corporate kit, you just kind of click on this link here, which is row number 33. Just click on this here and go to this here. You can order your corporate kit right here by doing that. So there you have it, a quick overview of the dashboard and how all the different things that's found inside the GovFastTrack software. Now if you look down here at the very bottom, you can see that there's 82 attachments. So at any point, if you're looking for attachments, you can click down here and see all the different attachments here. Or if you want to see all the discussion notes, because there's a lot of discussion notes, you can just click on discussion, and all the discussion notes is here. Now let's assume that there's so many different steps and you're thinking like, wow, I'm so overwhelmed. Well, make sure that you don't open up everything, because there's a lot of work to be done to prepare your business for the government market. So just minimize the stuff and only open the part that you're actually working on or you're interested in working on, so that way you're not overwhelmed all the time. And then there's so many different steps. I mean, there's almost 700 steps that you have to execute as a small business or as a company utilizing software to help you. Well, how do you find something that you're looking for? So for example, if you do Control F will open up this search button. And so if you type in here, let's assume you want to do capability statement. Well, it tells you that the word capability statement is found on this software here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 12 other times. So if you click on the arrow, it will take you directly to that, because this one takes you to the template, and this one takes you to the row. So there you go. I click on that and it takes me to the section that covers capability statement. So that's one way to navigate. Control F again. Let's assume I want to find proposal. Just click on that, opens up all the different things. There's 30 different rows that have the word proposal on there. but I can just kind of click on the arrow and it takes me right to the proposal section. So that's one way to quickly navigate yourself in the GovFastTrack software. And that's it. That's a quick overview of the software. And if you have other questions, reach out to me and we can kind of address it at a one-on-one level that way. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.